Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Babylon 5, episode 4. This is called Infection, I think. I always shut my laptop before I've done the intro. It has been a long time since I have sat down and filmed with you. So if you saw, I didn't actually put anything out on the community tab on YouTube. But if you follow me on Patreon or I think that's the only place I put it. I apologise. I ended up catching this Christmas flu that was going around. I caught it the day after my birthday, thank goodness. And I was in bed for 10 days. And I'm not exaggerating when I say I've never been that ill before. I think you can still hear the remnants in my voice, but it's now the 20th of January and I haven't filmed since before the new year. So here I am. So it really does feel like my first day at work. Like when I was getting ready today, I was thinking, oh, like, I hope I can still talk to the camera and I hope I can still talk to you. And obviously for you, there won't be any, for those of you on Patreon, obviously you've had to go for an extended amount of time without an upload, for which I'm very grateful. But for you guys on YouTube, there'll be no difference. We have had the first 2 episodes of Babylon 5 go out onto YouTube, so I just wanted to say a huge thank you to those of you that have been supportive, to those of you that have subscribed. I am unbelievably close to 5,000 subscribers at the point of filming this, so thank you. Obviously, I'm having issues with spoilers. That was expected, so a massive thank you to my moderators on YouTube for getting rid of comments. I'm aware that a lot were removed because I then removed them from my hidden section just without looking at them. So just a reminder, guys, if you're writing spoilers, I can't react to the show, so there's no point. And just don't discuss anything beyond the episode I'm watching. This happened with Doctor Who. Like some people just don't think before they write. But that's what my moderators are for. So I won't be replying to a lot of your comments. Basically, my plan is that like in 6 weeks' time, I can go back and read the comments of episode 1 because I know that my moderators will have gotten rid of all the comments, all the spoilers, hopefully. So I don't like not being able to like heart your comment to show that I'm reading them, but I'm also just protecting myself. So don't worry, those of you worrying in the comments about me seeing spoilers. We've already put steps in place. It's not happening, okay? And obviously repeat offenders, my mods will just let me know and I will just have to hide them from the channel because no one wants a spoil sport. Right. I thought I was further into Babylon 5. I think I was on a really good run in December and then obviously I stopped filming. So I thought I was further along, but I'm only on episode 4. Infection. Someone's going to bring something on board. People are going to get infected. I would assume. I'm excited to keep getting to know the characters. As I have said before, I think Gary Baldy at the moment is my favourite. I really liked, was it in the last episode that he stepped forward to protect Sinclair? So I like those little moments of seeing how people behave in situations. So, and I apologise for the nasalness. Let's go.
Julie, hand me that separator over there. I've just about got the RNA strand where I want it.
Get it yourself.
Matt, what are you doing here?
I was in the sector. I thought I'd stop by and visit my favorite student. Very possibly the biggest adventure you've ever had.
Well, that's like a sci-fi crossover.
Now, you'll find out soon enough.
Whoa.
Savor the mystery, Stephen. We don't get nearly enough of them.
Funny thing. Bottom of this box on the inside is 4 inches shorter than the bottom of the box on the outside. Like there was a hidden compartment in here. If I didn't know any better, I might think you were trying to smuggle something in.
A chance. Oh, it's just packing material to protect the stuff.
No, that's not nice. Can you imagine when we actually get to the year 2258 and there'll be people that are still fans of this show and they're like, we're here.
All the signs point to death by natural causes. Heart attack from the look of it.
That suddenly?
It's possible. I'll know more after we do an autopsy. Go ahead and remove the body.
That's a bit scary, having something that can kill someone and make it seem natural. Because then that's how you get away with murder.
Vance, you're an archaeologist. Everything you touch has been dead for at least 100 years. My area of expertise is a little more current and a lot warmer.
All in good time. Firstly, I'd like to introduce you to my assistant. Nelson Mead, Dr. Stephen Franklin, one of the best students I ever had.
How old are they?
Minimum 1,000 years. No chips, no sign of wear or age.
Veins, capillaries, traces of DNA. Vance, this artifact is composed of living tissue. This is organic technology.
The one trick that Earth hasn't yet been able to crack. The ability to create living ships that thrive in the vacuum of space. To create weapons that produce their own power through internal generation. This is a blueprint for living machines. The Vorlons have one. Some people even say the Mimbari have them. We haven't seen enough of them up close to get any idea of how they work. But with your expertise in xenobiology and genetics, and my background in archaeology, we now have the chance.
Well, there are better equipped facilities back on Earth.
I need someone I can trust. I can't do it without you. I need your help. So are you in or out? Finish unpacking, Nelson. We have a lot of work ahead of us.
But he knows that the doctor's going to trust him. So that's why he's targeted him as well. Oh, look at that hand.
Assuming that we can figure out how this organic technology works, what happens then?
We apply for a secondary patent based on alien technology, sell it to an Earth corporation for a percentage of the profits. I've walked in vaults that have been sealed longer than has been a human race, breathing air that's 5 million years old. You call that a shortcut, if you will. But I've lived. My God, Stephen, I have lived.
At least my hands are clean. How about yours?
What's that supposed to mean?
Protect. The design of that weapon reminds me of the organic artifacts we were working on.
Organic? They checked at customs?
I was told they were.
Check into it. This Nelson, who was he working for?
Vance Hendricks.
The same one who brought in the artifacts? Artifacts that were not cleared for access. Organic material requires a 48-hour quarantine. There's no record of their being quarantined or examined here or at Proxima 3.
I'm as much in the dark as you are. Nelson told me that he checked them. I believed him.
Whether he was acting under your orders or not, a potentially
I don't know whether I
dangerous alien
believe him or
technology
not.
was smuggled aboard this station. And from what?
Well, that information may be contained in the remaining artifacts. If I could assist Dr. Franklin in decoding them. I mean, if I am responsible for starting all this, the least I can do is help finish it.
I mean, he does look terrifying.
Lieutenant Commander, I picked up that energy flash again. Grade 13, level B.
So Stephen's lucky that he got shot at when he obviously wasn't as strong as he is now. Oh man, alive. Oh no.
got teams moving through every section trying to flush him out, but he's gone to ground. Could be holed up anywhere.
If he wants to do the most damage, my guess is he'll head for the area with the greatest population. That makes the central corridor a prime target.
I've studied the record of his attacks, and there's a definite hit-and-run pattern.
Seems like every time he strikes, it chews up energy and he has to pull back and recharge. I need this whole area cleared. We'll need room to maneuver. I want guards on the doors, the second level, and the catwalk. Come on, move it.
Commander, we managed to access the organic memory banks of one of the artifacts.
Make it short, Doctor. I don't have a lot of time. Let me know when it's on the move again. Go.
Over the course of their history, the Akarans were invaded half a dozen times. Each assault more deadly than the first. They needed to create the perfect weapon, able to adapt to any situation. An organic weapon, capable of independent thought. That's him. His name was Tular. But people can be fooled. So to prevent them from being confused by any misleading instructions from the enemy, they hardwired the machine half of the weapons not to respond to anyone who wasn't pure Ikaran. Just one problem, Commander. How do you define a pure Ikaran? Or a pure human?
Commander, we hit it with everything we had. We
Yeah.
didn't even slow it down. The only weapons that might be big enough to kill it would rupture the hull and kill everybody anyway.
And that's what we'll have to do, blow out the hull.
Where are you going?
I'll try to lure it into the docking area. We get it in place, seal the area, and blow out the airlock. Armored or not, nothing can live in a vacuum.
Fine. So how are you gonna get it there?
By going straight to its personality matrix.
My name. Who knows my name? Who knows my name?
Your name is dead, Tular.
Your world is dead. Ikaran lives.
Standing by, ready to initiate emergency decompression.
Wait. Impure.
Yes, impure. You must protect against all who are not pure Ikaran.
Yes.
And your own people, how pure were they?
Pure. How pure.
Seal the area. Stand by to blow airlock and depressurize.
Commander, if we depressurize the area now, you'll be killed with it.
Only one way out past that thing. I'm dead either way. Dog the hatch. Seal it now.
There is no Ikaran. Not the way you remember it. The others, like you, they beat the invaders, all right. Just like they were programmed. They killed anything that was different. Look inside his mind. See what he's seen. Go on. Look into his mind. Dead. 1,000 years dead. There's your pure world. Your perfect world.
Ooh, that was intense.
The body of the customs guard had two tiny marks on the back. So small we missed them at first, but they do match the prongs. There. I spoke to Nelson. He confirms things I'd hoped I was wrong about. You knew he did not put those artifacts through quarantine. He was acting on your orders the whole time. You deliberately endangered 250,000 humans and aliens just to raise your profit margin.
Well, I'm sure I can control it. I never expected anybody to get hurt.
What about the murdered customs guard?
Well, we had to get them through customs.
That's why the weapon bonded to him and not to one of us. The program needed someone willing to kill.
Look, Stephen, we can work all this out. We can sell the rest of the artifacts to interplanetary expeditions. They have enough muscle to clean up this whole mess. All you have to do is, not turn me in.
No, I think Stephen's loyal.
It's too late.
You look better. Listen, can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
The whole station's talking about how you were willing to risk your life to stop that thing.
I didn't risk
Let me finish. This is the third time in the last year you've put yourself on the line like this.
I didn't know anyone was counting.
I know a lot of guys who came out of the war changed. Some came out better, some came out worse. A lot of them have this problem. The war gave them definition, direction, purpose. Without it, they don't know how to fit in anymore, so they keep looking for ways to go out in a blaze of glory. Some people call that being a hero, maybe so. I don't know, I've never been one. I think they're looking for something worth dying for because it's easier than finding something worth living for.
I am aware that I barely spoke in that reaction going out in full length on Patreon, but I was so into that. The baddie, Tula, I really liked seeing the development of like the armour and how he was gradually looking stronger and he was gradually looking more terrifying. I really, really, really enjoyed that. I thought he looked insane by the end of it. So I loved that. Guys, with David McCallum, he stepped on and I was just like, sometimes like when there's obviously it's not a crossover. I appreciate he wasn't Steel, but obviously when I see someone from another sci-fi show or just from another show, it's just a very bizarre thing to witness. So I was like, oh, Steel's here. So that was really, really lovely. I guess also for me, it was like a bit of a comfort blanket having him be there. So that was lovely. We didn't have any Londo and we didn't have any Jakar, which was a good thing in my eyes. I really liked that we got to know Stephen a bit more. And I feel like at the moment, obviously I appreciate I'm only 4 episodes in, but I feel like each character is being given an opportunity at the moment. And I really like that. I just feel like I'm having a chance to get to know everyone. And I feel like I'm having a chance to build a feeling towards everyone. And that's the ultimate storytelling, right? Because then if something happens to one of them, which I'm sure further down the line, a character will die. Please, for God's sake, don't tell me. But the fact that I'm 4 episodes in and I'm already feeling certain connections says it all, right? Commander Sinclair was amazing. He's really, really growing on me. I think Garibaldi is still my number one. I think the names are still going to take a while. The lady, the lieutenant with the plait. Oh, I do know her name. Ivanova. I think she's got more to her than meets the eye. And I really had a great time. The music is so powerful in Babylon 5. When they do like the little like almost interludes, you've got that classic Babylon 5 music. But then when we had the baddie, they apply like a whole different kind of music to it, and it was a really terrifying sound. And again, I always talk about, I love the application of music over certain scenes because I actually think it can make or break something. So again, really appreciate the music in this show. I really, really had a great time watching that. Not sure about the addition of the journalist. I don't feel like she actually added too much, but I guess it's a representation of what goes on in Babylon 5 and what, there may be all of this, the commander's trying to save Babylon 5, and yet on the other hand, there's still a journalist trying to seek out information. So I guess there's almost there still like a representation of what can go on in this day and age. I really, really had a great time watching that episode. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you very soon for episode 5. Bye.